If you're trying to make me feel better about this scenario, give it up.
We got robbery, assault, arrest, resisting arrest.
We got a collection agent for the mob. 2 of these guys have done serious time.
Look, they're the best at what they do.
So am I. And I'm not so optimistic. And here we are, a bunch of retards I wouldn't trust with a potato gun.
Oh, hey, everybody. What's going on, guys? Fuck monetization. Let's play Motley Crue. Who cares? Fuck YouTube.
We made it. This will not listen. It'll wreck the monetization. So what?
Right. Who cares?
If we can get 5 minutes in before the stream and all the fucks and the shits and all the bullshit starts, that's better to me.
Yeah.
Than, for YouTube's
What's going on, guys? Got Mike on my channel, man. I'm excited, man. Blockbuster Box Sets. What's going on, buddy?
Oh yeah.
Brad, Tommy, you guys are always here.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Tommy gets to do 1 stream a year, maybe 2 at most. Whatever. Mike's here. That's the big thing.
That's
Everybody's
right.
excited to see Mike. Everybody likes Mike.
That's the special guest.
Thanks for having me.
But yeah, a little business to take care of. Tommy Starr just hit 3,000 subscribers.
Oh yeah, man.
Everybody go over and hit the buttons on Tommy's channel. Very similar to Tony's channel, a little bit different tastes, and but you're going to see Tommy's good people. We know him a long time. Definitely subscribe to everybody. Hit all the buttons, do all the shit.
And I just realized, actually, I didn't know this, but I just realized Wednesday, 2 days ago, was exactly 10 years since I posted my first video.
Damn.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah. 10 years on YouTube.
Time flies when you're having fun.
I know. Crazy.
Yeah.
And how much my channel has changed over the years.
I think I'm working on year 5. Of course, the last year and a half, all I've done is live streams. But I guess that counts, right?
Consistency kills the YouTube. I mean, that when you start posting more videos, I mean, it seems like it's starting to really catch on again. So
yeah.
But you want to do the opposite of what me and Alan are doing. You get right in the algorithm and then you just drive it off the cliff. You stop doing videos. It's a whole thing. Like me and Alan, we've talked about this a million times. How many, let's do a 2-hour video. You know what I'd rather do though? I'd rather watch a 2-hour movie. I'd rather do that instead of shooting a video for an hour, watching it again, editing it. It's like a 3-hour process at least to do, a video. And it's, selfishly, I'd rather use that time to watch a couple of movies or a movie and a half or whatever.
Of course.
My goal was at 1,000 subscribers, and I was pounding ass trying to get there. And when I finally got to 1,000 subscribers, it was like, I really enjoy these live streams. There ain't no editing. Get on here and bullshit, turn the camera off. I'm done.
Yeah.
And my thing is when I do a recorded video, I got so many fucking ums and and fuck ups. My editing takes forever to make it even sound right.
Yeah, same with me, man.
30-minute video is an hour and a half editing for me at least.
You start making cuts like action films where the actor doesn't actually know the moves, so they just like 50 cuts. And like
there was times Brad would hit me up 10 minutes after I posted. He said, "Go to 20 minutes and 2 seconds on your video," and I catch myself going, "Fuck!" I didn't. I think edit it, bring it back up.
It gets annoying, man. I remember back in the day when I first started, you don't care about anything like that. And then over time, I've just become so picky with the way I'm doing my videos and what I'm saying, and then I'll do one video that ends up being 3 minutes long, and I think I had 45 minutes of video, and I'm just cutting out all the crap and all the fuck ups. I'm just starting it, messing up, and then you get to the end and it's a 3-minute video. I was like, wow, that took over an hour to make. I've become way too picky with my videos these days.
Yeah, that's how I was doing, man. It just burnt me out. I'm gonna get back to it. Making some videos here and there. Just got to get back in the groove.
Sure.
Yeah.
Good luck with that. And it's not like the subscribers don't know. These are just dormant, abandoned channels at this point. But we still do some stuff here and there. It's just, it's rare. But I mean, Mike's got a real channel, and what I like with Mike's channel especially is he had a business that he brought to YouTube. He's not trying to it didn't have a big YouTube following, and then let's try to turn that into a business. you know,
Yeah.
which I think is a little more credible, if that's the word, you know,
Yeah.
where it's like, listen, I have a business. You don't have to participate in the business, but here it is. For the people that want to know, here it is. It's not like I got a big channel now. Let's try and capitalize on that channel.
Right.
It's
It was
not
a
Right.
conduit for the business. It wasn't, you know, YouTube wasn't the business. So
You know,
I
the
get
the
you.
thing was is it didn't start. I didn't start off of like, oh, I'm gonna make this business and this is what I'm gonna do and I'm gonna grow it. It's still to this day. It's just a hobby for me. It's just a
Yeah.
hobby that got really popular.
Yeah. That's cool. And
So,
it definitely should have, man, because yeah, you're good at what you do.
well, I mean, I appreciate that. I mean, it's taken me. I've been doing this for 5 years, and believe me, when I tell you the first things that I made were not good. they were not good. I
beg to
didn't
differ.
know. I didn't
I
know
was
what
around back
to-
then, and you still put out some good shit. I got
Yeah.
some of it.
We all
Well,
have
I'm
to start somewhere.
Yeah, and, you know, I will say that for anybody that wants to make their own stuff, just keep that in mind of like, you're going to suck in the beginning. You're not going to know what you're doing. You're going to mess up a lot, but don't let that discourage you. Just
Nope.
keep at it and you'll get better and better. You'll learn what your strengths are. You'll learn what your style is, you know, and the most important thing is just expressing your creativity. That's really what it is. It's just
Yeah.
express your creativity and have fun with it.
Mike, I tried making my first one the other night. I had a buddy of mine printed off for me.
Yeah.
And I got it on the adhesive sheet. I cut that bitch out all nice. I got ready to stick it on the box. Here's the box. The sheet's twice as big as the box.
Oh,
It
no.
was way too big. What the fuck? So that's where I'm at. So I got to go back and try it again.
Okay.
But my image is way too big. I don't know what I did wrong. But I'll figure it out.
You're
I have
not
a Mac,
alone.
so I need to go watch the instructions for the Mac. Is what I need to do. I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, you know,
Right.
and Brian from Last Movie Standing, him and I have built a good friendship, and he's going through some health issues, and he's been traveling a lot, but he's working on a video to kind of show people a little bit more as well. So they're not
Yeah.
just hearing it from me; they're going to hear it from somebody else as well.
Yeah. I was watching your video and trying to transfer it to Apple, and I think I screwed up somewhere in the translation.
Yeah. I wish I could help people on Apple, but I've
Yeah.
never been a Mac guy. The only reason why I have an iPad is because of work.
Yeah.
But I've always been a Windows 'Android guy. So
Well, me too.
unfortunately, I am no help to you on.
I got my
on
first Mac for my YouTube channel because I thought it'd be better for editing. I'm a dumbass on a Mac. I'm a PC guy. But all I have here is an iPad and a fucking Mac. So I got to get a PC in the house. But,
Well, we're going to catch up with the chat soon enough. But so for the people that don't know what Blockbuster Box Sets is, you go to his website, there's templates, there's blanks. It's basically a website for where you can make your own custom box sets for physical media. That's what it's for. But there's also accessories. Other than that, you just have to check those out on the site. There's merch, there's all that stuff. But you know, I'll just disclosure, I'm not a limited edition guy. The people that know me know kind of a little more of a minimal approach to life. That doesn't mean they're not cool. I've checked them out at Alan's house. I think they're great. But I am now a customer of Blockbuster Box Sets, and I'll explain that a little later. But there is other things. If you're not into the big box set stuff, if you're not whatever, it is a handy place if you're a physical media person at all. It has multiple things, and I assume more and more things as he comes up with it will be on the site as far as that thing goes. We're not affiliated.
really
We
tell,
don't have
but
an
you look-
affiliate link for
my
you.
finger is this whole shelf, and that whole shelf is your shit. This girl.
So, like I said, we don't have an affiliate link for you. We're not affiliates. Go there, check out the site. If you see something you're interested in, check it out. Message Mike if you got any questions. He'll be able to take care of you. But for now, Alan, you want to go through the chat?
Yeah, let's catch up on the chat that we got out there. Showbiz Video, what's going on, man? Alan, you are the main inspiration for my channel. You poor bastard. I'm sorry, man. I hope I
Get better
can
heroes.
you someday. I just subscribed to your channel. Everybody go subscribe to Showbiz Video, man. I'm gonna check out your stuff when I get done with the streamer in the morning. Appreciate it. 4K being charming as ever there. Hit all the goddamn buttons. All right. Technical difficulties. Not Alan's fault this time. Stand by starting soon. Sitho Break, what's going on, man? We'll just take a station break for some announcements that were from the sponsors. What's going on, Falcon? Let me put on my goddamn hat. I like your name, dude. Big fucking Falcon fan. I'm excited for the weekend. What's going on, Daniel?
What's up?
Ken, how you doing, buddy? I gave in and bought the Halloween imprint set. Oh man! But if we get Arrow next Halloween,
Can
Man,
when I saw they announced that, the first thing I could think of is the Saw set.
yeah, that fucking Saw set bit me square in my ass, and
I
there's no
hope
way
it's
I
better.
can find another
I mean,
expensive set for them again.
It's not. It's owned by Viavision. Imprint's owned by Viavision, but it's not Viavision. Imprint does do a quality, box set. So I gotta hope that it's better than
Can't be
Viavision.
worse.
But the price seemed a little bit, a lot of bit high for me for a Spirit Halloween pumpkin and whatever. But it may come in and you may get the last laugh, Ken, because it's very limited from what I understand.
Yeah.
500 something like that copies. So
I just pray the packaging is better than that Saw set, man. They put basically a
Yeah.
bowling ball in a fucking paper box and sent it overseas. And it came destroyed.
I don't like that it's just the first 5. Like I think I would have been more enticed if it was like more complete or whatever, but like the first 5, it's like why that?
You mean like a complete box set?
like let's say that set right there.
I like what you said in your video on the other day. Just go to fucking Hobby Lobby and buy a fucking pumpkin.
Yeah,
Throw the fucking movies.
Yeah, I
in.
know.
like
All it out.
that seems to be the biggest thing. Is everybody's really jazzed up about the pumpkin and the lights up? I'm like, that's the time it doesn't go down to Hobby Lobby. You just pick yourself one up. It's fine. Put it on your shelf, and then you can put it in a box and stow it away.
That's kind of the overall message here is try some of this stuff. It's just your collection. If you got the old Halloween box set, let's just say you got the old Scream Factory one, maybe get a pumpkin, get a whatever and stick it in there somehow. Try it. You might be able to make something cool yourself.
Maybe get one of my old school ones,
Gorgeous.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This is no bullshit. I ain't trying to kiss Mike's ass here. This is no bullshit. I'm the guy that would have been pre-ordering that pumpkin day one. But since I had your Halloween box set, I'm like, I don't need that. Fuck him. Fuck that pumpkin. I'm still on Halloween. So I've saved a lot of money. Not to mention also the Nightmare set. Well, that's another story.
That's
But
a whole other thing.
that bitch, but I'm just gonna get that basic bitch little set and be happy with it.
Well, it's like even with,
I was
even with
the
all
first
that.
one to get the expensive badass collectors that dropped $300 on it, and it was always I had regret usually after I got it.
With the template model, you could buy the standard edition of the Nightmare set, the case with all 7 movies in it, and make yourself a box with your own artwork and put that
That's
in there.
my plan is to make my own boxes once it comes in and be set.
That would save a shitload of money.
Absolutely.
Is that individual set? Anybody know if that's even supposed to come in something like a slip or a side slip?
It's not a slip. It's just a red.
I heard nothing about a slip. I don't think it's gonna have a slip.
It's a red.
Just
No,
an
I don't think it's
Amaray.
gonna have a slip. I think it's the naked Amaray case, and they're gonna have all 7 discs in there.
Yeah,
Lame.
There's 7 different discs in there.
It is lame.
Yeah, it definitely is. Since sometimes you can't wait on tomorrow, you just have to live for today. Good advice.
Yep.
Sure. Yeah.
Imprint transfers being encoded by Fidelity and Motion, which was the key factor in me buying it. I'm not
Well,
familiar with
maybe
that.
it's
That sounds rare.
transfers. Maybe there's something else you're getting for the money.
Yeah.
Well,
I just find it funny with Imprint that they were able to do a box set, but Scream Factory wasn't for the first 5.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't know, man. I hear so much of this stuff from that Cliff guy, and when he talks, I'm not saying he's lying all the time, but it just seems like he's saying stuff that he knows that there's no way that we can know. Like we can't know for sure that this company said it had to be a box set or it had to be this or that. It's like, why would they care? You're buying them all. Why would you care if it's a box set? It's not. They don't give a shit about that. It's like in my mind when they did the H2O 6 and whatever curse, and then what's the one with the jaw?
Resurrection.
Resurrection.
Yeah.
They knew Resurrection was not going to sell by itself, so they stuck in the box set with 2 that would sell. That's my opinion on it. And
I agree.
Their argument that, well, that's the only way we could get the license if we did a box set with them together or whatever. Just because he said that doesn't mean it's true. It's like you believe every word a politician says just because he said it. It's true. It's like he's being political. It's about his company. He's trying to put a spin on it. So that, and I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I'm just saying I'd like a little bit more transparency and a little less of this. Like it's obviously bullshit. Like when I hear that guy talk, it's like it's hard for me to even think that it could be credible when he says stuff like the Jason X or 4K is incredible. It's the best it's ever looked. When any monkey. You could put the old Blu-ray on the TV and it blows that new 4K away. It's just like, I don't know, like be a little bit more over. There's ways you could say it like, well, we tried our best and we think it looks good enough for, we're happy with it, like that instead of going, oh my God, being exuberant about it like it's the best thing ever. It's like, really?
Yeah.
Watching back to back, it's not.
Well, I'll tell you, it doesn't help that there's a lot of I'm just going to call them movie tubers. A lot of movie tubers out there that they are sensationalizing or over exaggerating the new transfer quality difference. It's one thing to say like, yeah, it's better, but they make everything sound like it's the greatest transfer. It's all demo level.
You get it for free. It makes you, it makes you, real positive about things.
Yeah, I know, right?
I can give that a pass if you're excited and you just saw. I can give you even to that somewhat of a pass. What I can't give a pass is being at the end of the video going, buy it right now. It's a great price right now. You don't want to miss out on this one. It's like really, it's $35 now. In a month, it'll be $18. Like, are you really? Who are you really serving here? You got subscribers here that are supposed to trust your opinion. How are they going to trust your opinion when you buy let's say you even did buy that thing and listen to them and a month later it's 18. Like how many times are you going to see that before you go, well, fuck this guy?
Yeah. Well, the other thing too, is that a lot of these movie tubers that are salesmen, for lack of a better word.
No, that's the right word.
They didn't actually sit down and watch the movie. Yeah. They took, they popped it in, took a couple screenshots and then, for their computer so that they can make the video with it. And that's it. So it's not even it's one thing if like you believe that like it is just a jaw-dropping transfer.
If you did the work, nobody's
complaining. You did the work. Yeah, but that's not what's going on. These people are all in a rush to be the first out there and then push it at the end of like, buy it. And
I mean, to your point,
enough problems with FOMO.
Exactly. And to your point, nobody put the old Blu-ray in before they watched this. I can tell you right now, anybody that glorified this release didn't put the old Blu-ray in and watch them back to back because there's no way you can tell me that this 4K is some blowout crazy way better than the old Blu-ray from Screen Factory because it's not. It's just not. And, that's the last time I'm gonna bring it up because I brought it up about 70 other fucking times. The response that I got from Arrow was, do you even have a 4K TV? Do you know what 4K is? Like it's not us, it's you. There's something you're doing wrong, even though I've ordered dozens of 4Ks from Arrow Video, never complained one time. And I reach out and say, hey, is there a replacement disc? And they're like, no, moron, it's you. It's perfect. You're an idiot.
Yeah, you didn't calibrate definitely. Your TV specifically for that film.
Sorry, I didn't know the new transfer gave us required that.
But Brad makes all my intros, so that's a Brad intro. But he put all my favorite movies on it.
Yeah,
so I'll take credit for that part. 3 barrels, appreciate it. I love your word, Blockbuster. I have your Poltergeist and your Lost Boy cases. Yep. Yeah, the Poltergeist is that's a top 10 horror movie for me. That's one of the first horror movies I've seen in cinemas.
I love Poltergeist. That movie still, I don't want to say like scares me, but it still puts me on edge. And it's such a wonderful film because you've got a really amazing score. It's the most Spielberg, non-Spielberg directed film I've ever seen. Yep. It's great.
And I just watched Sean Clark did a video where he spent the night in the Poltergeist house. You can fucking Airbnb and stay in the Poltergeist house. So this is now on my bucket list of shit to do. So
I recently saw how I think it might have been on Crew Corridor, but they showed how they did the effect of the house crumbling, because that's not CGI. That was a practical effect that they did.
Oh wow.
It was pretty elaborate. It was pretty cool. I think it was Crew Corridor that showed it. That would make sense because they talk about the visual effects. So
yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's one of my favorites, man. Like I said, it's a lot of it's nostalgia. When I watch it now, I can see why somebody watching it for the first time in 2025 may be like, it was all right. But watching it back in the day when it came out during that time, it was just it blew me away.
A different time.
My brother, I told this story before. My brother's 6 years older than me. He took me to the theaters to go see this. He made back in the day at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, the TV goes off and it's static. He made me stay awake and watch the fucking static before I went to bed. That's what it asked for. So, big brother.
There are some movies like that where I'll use Texas Chainsaw Massacre for me personally. I didn't see that when I was younger. I didn't see that until it came to 4K. So I was, in my 40s seeing it. And I watched it. I was like, it was okay. But obviously I can recognize how groundbreaking it was and how it was so impactful back then, because there wasn't much of anything like that out there at the time. But I totally get that. Of like,
it was Rob Zombie before Rob Zombie. I mean, it was very wild for the day.
Watching that movie, you got to put yourself in 1974. I mean, there's fuckers a couple years before this that were throwing up and passing out The Exorcist. They were used to this kind of shit. They're watching Leaving the Beaver and shit. And
the data sharing, the information sharing is like folklore. Before that, it's like you probably always heard shit like that in Texas or whatever. Like there's weird people down there and they fucking eat people and shit like that.
You look at what's come. You look at what we've gotten since then to this day, and then go back before we got everything and look at Texas Chainsaw. And I'm pretty sure seeing that for the first time back then was pretty mind blowing.
Oh yeah.
Think about it. I mean, you see that intro. You don't have the internet to fact check shit back then. You have the newspaper. So as far as this shit really happened. You're watching some behind the scenes shit here.
And it looked it was very documentary like anyway. A lot of people thought what they were watching was like found footage almost.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm the same way. I feel that the older I get, the more I understand people going, I like the remake more because when you see the original in modern day for the first time, it's a big, especially after seeing all the shit we've already seen. It's just a very different movie and different style, different era, different everything. And we're used to more action for sure and gore.
Me and Brad went a week before last, whatever, and seen Texas Chainsaw on the big screen. First time I'd ever seen the original on the big screen before. And I was most excited about seeing, of course, the slamming door. That's what I thought would be the most amazing on big screen. But it was actually Leatherface chasing the girl through the woods. Yeah. That close-up shot where he's right on her ass. That looked amazing on the big screen.
And he's fantastic.
It's so intense, man. It just the suspense, it's like back then it wasn't necessarily about gore. It was just about the build up and the suspense because like it feels like that chase scene goes on for like an hour.
Yeah. And he was surprisingly in good shape, that big fucker. I mean, that's a lot of running, dude. That's a hell of a lot of running, and he had to slow down for her. It's one of those movies. It's an artifact to me. It's less a movie now. It's more an artifact. It's a piece of history, and there's a reason they put it in the Museum of Modern Art and all this stuff because it is an artifact of a bygone era. It inspired a lot of people, so it's important more than even the quality of the movie.
I have to ask: is anybody in this room that paid the $300 for that plastic chainsaw?
Well, there's one.
Look over.
No.
I didn't pay $300 for it.
Dude, I'm a sucker for TCM, dude. When I seen that I told myself when I got this movie room, I literally made this statement. What I need is a cool ass chainsaw from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And when I seen that, it was like I couldn't click the button fast enough. Now when it came in, I was a little worried I was going to be disappointed. When I first took it out of the box, I was like, fuck, I'm not disappointed at all. I have no regrets.
I'm not either. I was a little worried.
I'm just trying to find some cool place to put it at. It's so fucking big. I need a place to really display it.
Yeah, that's
did you end up?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, did you end up paying the $300 for it, Alan?
I bought it day one, so I paid the full price
okay.
For it. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, PayPal paying for.
I love the creativity of it. I love, just like the imprint pumpkin and obviously trying to do the chainsaw. I love the creativity of it, but there is no conscious effort of taking into account people's shelf space And
Yeah.
where the hell am I going to put that? It's kind
I
of
will
never ending
say
story. All of these, like, Imprint, I feel, is like the biggest culprit of this. Of like, they're just making these really creative, very elaborate, but way oversized things for your collection. Unless you have like a specific podium that you have a nice light over, for a shrine. I don't see where the hell people are putting this other than it's on the floor.
Well, that's the problem I'm having right now with it. But I'll be honest, even though I didn't mind paying the price because I wanted it so bad, I will say that looking at it, it's probably worth about $100. It's way overpriced. So if you can get it for $150, get it. More than that, don't buy it. I just bought it because I'm a retard. I'm a Sleeper fan.
I
wanted
wanted
that in my room. When I seen it, that's like day one. That's what I've been waiting for.
We've been talking about
$300
that
was a little too much to drop on it, and of course I was worried.
Way overpriced.
I was worried that like how cheap is this thing gonna be, and then thankfully I waited. I got it for $150, and I will admit, like, I was pretty surprised. Like, I mean, it could have been really cheap, and it could have been a lot worse. And I think it's not bad. It's pretty. It's not too light. It's got some weight to it, and I like the fact that you get a VHS with it. That's cool. And
in 10 years, everybody will wish not everybody. A lot of people will wish they had bought it. And it's funny because we've been talking about that for maybe a year or more before that. Like, what if they put it in the new set? The 50th anniversary was in an actual chainsaw because they'd already done the truck and some other things. Wouldn't that be cool? And it was all right place at right time.
Well, I've been saying that for years. And so if they put out a fucking chainsaw set, it's mine. And as soon as I say that, I was at work. I said, fuck, let me get that bitch right now.
And in that day and age, too, that we were just in, it seems like we're getting a little bit out of that, where it was like things were selling out the second they fucking went up, too. And it wouldn't have shocked me. It was limited to, I think, 5,000 or something like that, which now seems like a lot. But it wouldn't have shocked me if it sold out. Vinegar Syndrome sells out 10,000 units of this, of that, and
it obviously didn't, because I think it's still there. And I mean, normally something like that's limited, they'll sell out and it'll remain at $300, but it wasn't long before they chopped it down to $150, and I think it's still out there. So,
and even though I've gotten much better, we'll try not to double dip. It's a tight race between TCM and Jaws of what I have the most copies of. I probably got the most copies of Jaws, but TCM's a close second, if not.
Yeah, Jaws is another one that's just it's a masterpiece, but compared to movies nowadays, it is a slow burn comparatively.
Yeah,
I think people had more patience back in the day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, they weren't being overstimulated. It's the TikTok brain. Like our phones, all of the apps, all of that stuff is specifically engineered and designed to keep you hooked on it for as long as possible. And at any point, like, your attention starts to wave, all you have to do is swipe up, and you got something different.
So I don't know. I just bought there's a guy on Facebook that sells bootleg copies. I'm not gonna say his name, but I just bought the bigger boat cut. He gets part 1 and part 2 and makes it one movie.
Oh,
and
that's cool.
He puts all the deleted scenes back in it. It's 4 hours and 8 minutes long.
Wow.
I like when people do that.
So I'm just gonna check this out and see how the transfer looks.
That's Lord of the Rings link, man.
I've seen it a million times. I've never watched 4 hours of fucking Jaws. That's how much of a fan I am.
Somebody out there did Halloween 1 and 2 that way.
Yeah, I have seen that.
Yeah, Halloween 1 and 2, and then they also did the newest 3. They cut that into one movie and cut out all the Evil Eyes Tonight and all
the way he tied the movies together is the end of Jaws when they're swimming back on the barrels. It cuts back for a minute and says 4 years later. And just right into Jaws 2.
Oh, okay.
He has all the deleted scenes back. It's done really well, and it actually it looks really good too. By the way, I was kind of afraid it was going to look like shit. It looks pretty good. So
nice.
$25, whatever it was worth it.
There you go.
It was my 37th copy of fucking Jaws, but you know what? It's gonna be all right. Cynthia Brick says, looks like Chase over at AVA Pop Culture may need to upgrade his video intros.
I don't think so, man. Chase is the man. He's doing everything right over there. That's the channel.
Yeah.
That's the channel from now on. That's the gold standard, and everybody should be subscribed to Chase over at AVA.
I feel like when he makes a video, he don't have to edit it at all. He turns the camera on, he talks normally.
If that was only the case, yeah,
that's what it looks like.
There's a lot of editing. There's a lot of work that goes into it.
Oh yeah, he spends hours.
A fucking video every day. That's a lot of work.
Y'all go back on my channel and watch my first 2 videos. Y'all watch my first 2 videos, y'all get a fucking laugh out of it.
Hello.
I talk fast. And I'm trying to sound like a goddamn news anchor. It's really bad. It's really cringy.
You need the teleprompt. Just don't put a question mark.
Just go back and watch my first video. You get a laugh out of it. I think it's like the fucking the Brad Pitt Snatch Blu-ray 4K review or some shit. It's terrible. It's hard to watch.
Yeah, I think some of my first videos had at least 8,748 ums in it.
You know
like
what?
every other word. This
That's me.
movie is good. It's like, what is the deal with this word?
I'm still working on that. The biggest thing that I catch myself saying on screen, and I don't say this in normal conversation, is the
I
word
know.
so. I'm like, so we're gonna do this.
So.
I'm like, stop saying so. Stop saying so.
I think
Well,
"but" is a big word for me. I say "but" a lot. But. I say that all the time.
It's
So
just
my
your
first
brain.
video, I'm
That's
trying to
the-
be articulate. I literally
Yeah.
start off, hello, welcome to Hot Movie Dungeon. It's real fucking bad, dude.
You're like Ricky Bobby. You're like, I don't know what to do with my hands.
Alan trying to sound normal is the funniest thing. And I know him really well. I can say that. Alan trying to sound normal is hilarious because it's not even close to him at all.
It's like a drunk man trying to pretend he's sober.
Yeah, it's
exactly.
like the DUI style.
Exactly. Let's get on through here. Steven Weber, what's going on, man? Dr. Feel Good, such a great album. It's sad events these days, man. Motley Crue was the one band I used to go to concerts all the fucking time back in the 80s and 90s. Motley Crue was my favorite band of all time. It's the one band I never got to see. 3 years ago, we got to see the stadium tour, and man, Vince sounded so fucking bad. I wish I could have seen him 20 years earlier. But it was still a good time. It was still, I mean, watching Home Sweet Home with all the fucking phones out, it was still a fucking moment. But yeah, he sounded terrible.
I saw Motley Crue in 2007, and
Yeah.
he wasn't that bad back then.
Yeah, he was
And,
real bad when
yeah.
I seen him. But like I said, I was so fucking jacked up just to see them. And it was fucking Def Leppard, Joan Jett, Poison, and fucking Motley Crue. It was a great fucking concert.
Damn.
But
That is a good concert.
man, Def Leppard, I mean, Def Leppard still sounds as good now as they did back in the day. So does Poison. Motley Crue's band does, but Vince Neil definitely does not.
Well, sometimes
Yeah.
it also depends on when you catch them, at what point in the tour they're at. So like if you caught them toward the end, he might have just been burned out, like his voice was burned out for it, you know.
Yeah, his voice burned out about 8 years ago. I mean,
It's
I was
also,
trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, man.
probably
it's health,
it was
too.
bad.
I mean,
I mean,
don't know
if
how
you
old he
can't-
is.
If you can't hold a baseball bat anymore, you got to quit playing baseball.
Well,
Yeah.
you don't know this. Maybe you don't
Yeah.
know this about Tommy. Tommy sings professionally, so he knows exactly like it. Maybe some days you got it, maybe some days you don't. But would you say it's just more age and he's just done, or he's not taking care of his voice, or what do you think it is, Tommy?
It could be a multitude of things, like especially like bands like Motley Crue that went through the the 80s bands with the drugs and alcohol that they all the years of partying and staying up all night and cocaine and all that stuff. And yeah, it's a lot of these singers, it's starting to show now, and some of them surprisingly can still do it. But yeah, I mean, I'll say even me, like I started in bands when I was like 20, 21, and I would say, I don't know, I was probably a little sharper back then, and the older you get, I mean, just like anything else, things start to wear out, whatever. But I think with Vince, I think he should have thrown in the towel many, many years ago.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, you have to think, like, yeah, he probably knows that too, but he just loves doing it.
Oh, I'm
And,
sure.
and it's like you don't want to give it up. And
Yeah.
like with Ozzy, like I saw Ozzy back in 2000, and even back then he couldn't sing anymore, but you don't care because it's freaking Ozzy, you know what I mean? It's like
Right.
whatever.
It's
You
more
know,
about the
I know.
experience.
Yeah.
Even when
Yeah,
I
I
say
mean,
Motley
people
Crue,
can say, all right, well, I saw Motley Crue, Vince sounded like shit, but you know what? I got to see Motley Crue and whatever,
Yeah.
so.
that's what I was gonna say. Even though he sounded like shit, I'm glad I got to see him with Vince Neil and not with the replacement singer.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
it was a good experience. It was a bucket list for me.
Years ago, I got to see Rob Zombie and Disturbed same night.
Oh hell, good show.
That
It
must have
was a
been
good
amazing.
show.
Yeah. Enrico Santos, what's going on, man? Hope I said that right. Seth says, and then there's folks like Brian over at Last Movie Standing who does a 6-hour video on his DVD collection.
And people watch the shit out of it. Another great guy, Last Movie Standing. Everybody should be already subscribed to him. His videos, they've been like staggered lately, but I know he's putting a lot of content together. He's just been busy traveling and stuff. But when he starts a good head of steam and starts getting more and more content out, he'll blow right past most of these people. And he's already only done this a year. I think he's already at like 10,000 subscribers. So.
He's got some good videos.
Great guy, really good. His comments, go in his comment section. It's like it's man. There's a lot of people that just, for whatever reason, the glasses and the hat, they just love to trash that guy. But he really knows what he's talking about, and really funny guy. And when you get to know him a little bit, really smart guy too. So.
He's a great guy, and I feel like he's gotten a lot of heat, because YouTube is very tribal. Sometimes it's middle school, much, but he's just like anybody else. He's calling it like he sees it, and unfortunately, he's been attacked. I think very unfairly on certain videos that he's done. But I think he's doing a great service to the community by calling people out for.
Listen, not everybody's in the same economic ladder right now. There's people that are just starting. There's literally in my opinion, kids. Okay, 18, 24. That's a kid to me. I'm old. They're just starting out. They got no money. And you're telling, a lot of these BlueTube channels are telling them right now, you have to get it right now, or you're not going to get it. And they don't fucking know any better. They're looking for information. And these people are shoving titles down their throats. And, these we've all been around. We all know what happens when an Arrow title gets a month old, what happens when it gets 2 months old. A Criterions go on sale and they're literally half as much later, so that should be more the approach. You should say, listen, if you want it now, I think it's a fair price, but it'll be on sale at this time or whatever. You should try and give practical advice and not assume everybody has endless disposable income and think about, I don't want to sound like that lady from The Simpsons, but won't somebody please think of the children? Think about the kids that are just getting into this, that don't have a whole lot of disposable income, and say, listen, if you really want the release, it's going to be around with the slip in 3 months. Black Friday's coming. Say these things and not come off like such a low-level salesman, which is what you want.
You got to break the bank to get it now, or you're going to lose it.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is that, obviously as film enthusiasts, we want the latest, greatest. We want the best version of it. But quite honestly, when we bought the Blu-ray of any particular title, that was the best it ever was at that time. And unless you are literally side by side comparing, you wouldn't know. So I highly encourage the younger people that are just getting into it, go to the thrift stores, go to the flea markets, go on Marketplace and get the Blu-rays, get yourself a good foundational base from there, and then only grab like the stuff that you really, really love on 4K, really be selective on what you're spending your dollar on.
That's
for
great
that
advice.
higher end stuff.
Your
Blu-rays have become dirt cheap, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Your collection will go a lot further on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
And guys like
absolutely.
Last Movie Standing, especially Last Movie Standing, is pointing out in a lot of cases the Blu-ray is not that big a step down or very, very similar to the 4K. Sometimes there's a big gap, sometimes there's not a big gap. And if you can buy a Blu-ray for $4 versus a 4K for $40, well, there you go. There's a big difference.
This is something else that I don't really hear a lot of movie tubers talk about. Is all of the 4K players and predominantly most of the newer Blu-ray players, they, including your TV itself, they all upscale it anyway.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
While it's not a true 4K, it's still upscaling it and making it look better than what the actual disc itself looks like.
I think a lot of people don't even realize that.
That being said, I'm going to back up for a minute and defend myself again. I have people fucking with me when I bought an 8K TV. Now, the same principle. 4Ks with an 8K TV. I don't have any 8K discs, but the 8K upscales to 4K even more. I think as much, whatever. If there is a difference on this TV and here that's an 8K, and my old TV, I moved to the movie room. That's not an 8K TV. That's night and day difference when I put the same movie in.
Well, as a former home theater specialist,
I'm not. I mean, I'm a dumbass. Just like, oh, that looks good. So you,
No. You're
go ahead,
you're
man.
not wrong. The thing is, like, producing 8K televisions is very expensive, which is why a
Right.
lot of your manufacturers have some of just are not making them anymore, or they're leaving them for the more higher end. I would say 8K is really only beneficial for you if you are doing 75 or larger for your televisions.
Well, this is an 85 in here, and I will say this TV here is a full array. The one in the living room is just it's just got the edge lighting. And this
Yeah.
here's got the full array, so maybe that's why it looks so much better. Maybe it's not the 8K upgrade.
I can
Yeah.
tell you, Alan's setup looks incredible. So I mean, and there's another point too with the youth thing. We're old bastards. These eyes are not getting better.
Yeah.
So the things being blown up and extremely, like, you know, maybe for us it might be a big difference, you know, or we might be able to see it a little clearer. But you know, you're a young person, a Blu-ray is going to look really good too, and Blu-rays are more durable. There's a lot of things that go into it. But I would just say, on the last thing I would say about this whole low-level salesman shit is get. Don't just listen to one person. Don't listen to just two people. Listen to 5, 6. Get a lot of input before you make these purchases,
Yeah.
because you might find out. By the way, this is not the last 4K of any movie we've fucking talked about. Halloween has got 5 4Ks already, about to be 6. Jaws has got 20 4Ks, about to be 25. You know, it's just on and on and on. So there will be another release, and it might be even cooler than the one that you're really worried about missing out on.
You're absolutely right. And I would point to just like with early Blu-ray, the encoding sucked. And they got better and they learned how to encode better. Same thing with 4K. 4K, the early 4K releases, a lot of the transfers actually aren't that great. So you are going to get later on, especially when you hit anniversary years, you're going to get on these titles re-releases with new transfers. I personally would love to see true 4K restoration scans of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, because they didn't do that. They didn't go back to the original 35 millimeter negatives for the 4Ks. They went back to the 2K scan they did when they put the Blu-rays and just recolor graded it. And they DNR'd the hell out of it. There are artifacts. So that's, you know, again, like there gonna be more releases of it. Really, the biggest thing is people are getting the FOMO for the packaging. So that's my personal opinion on that.
Right. Yeah, one thing I want to talk to you about one day, Mike, obviously not now, but later on, is I want to pick your brain on your Plex server. I really looked into get all my shit ripped into a Plex server. And I started looking, I watched a lot of YouTube videos, and I started looking at the cost of shit, and I was like, good God, this is a lot of money. And so I need to know how you do it and what you recommend, because that's something I'm definitely want to do at some point.
Well, just like anything, you don't have to go all in on the most expensive thing. You can, like, I started off just really quick. I bought one external hard drive. It was like 18 or 15 terabytes. I just started with that. And then when that filled up, that took like over a year, you know, then I just bought another one. So it was only a couple $100 like every year.
Yeah. Well, I'm watching these guys doing the YouTube videos, doing the 6 disc boxes, whatever. You got the main disc and a backup disc, a main disc and a backup disc.
Oh, no.
It's like, Jesus Christ. I'm $3,000 in watching this video.
Yeah.
You know? So it's definitely something I'm interested in.
My biggest thing is being able to get a digital file of stuff that's not getting a physical media release, like Barbarian.
Yeah.
I paid for the rental, and I have it now on my Plex server, and I made myself a Blu-ray of it.
Yeah, you're doing a 1-to-1, right? It's the same quality.
It's a 1-to-1. Yeah, well, whatever the Amazon file size is.
Right.
And then you go from there. I mean, it's still 1080p. It looks good. I mean, if they put out a physical official release, I'm gonna buy it. That movie's amazing. Yeah. But
I fucking love that movie. Yeah. I just watched it last weekend with my son who'd never seen it.
It's a winner.
Yeah, me and my son that lives here had both seen it. My son from Colorado that was visiting hadn't seen it yet. We're trying to decide, because he don't watch a lot of movies anymore. He's just so busy. So we were trying to decide what horror movie to show him, a new horror movie he hadn't seen. And as soon as we said Barbarian, I said, fuck, call off the dogs. We're watching Barbarian. And
nice.
And he loved it.
Tommy's going mobile.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yep, my addiction started kicking in.
I thought you were gonna give us like I'm gonna go walk through the forest video.
Do one of those,
been
Blair Witch. I'm
Yeah.
so
Wait till we do a stream in the winter. He's in fucking weird Minnesota, right?
Some found footage here, you
Do
know.
a stream in the winter. He's outside freezing his balls off smoking a cigarette. What's going on, Huck? Good
Yeah,
seeing all
Huck's
you
another
people.
one.
Appreciate being here, Huck.
Huck's another great channel.
Huck's
Yeah,
also
he,
been on
uh,
Huck for years, but he's a great dude.
I remember his old videos where he was like combining releases. I always liked that, and that'll play into something I was talking about earlier.
If you guys don't know, Huck was in a movie back in the day. Huck, put it in the chat the movie you were in. He played a guy called fuck, I'm gonna get it wrong. I watched it on YouTube, whatever. It was I can't remember his character's name, whatever, but it was some like a real like low budget road warrior apocalyptic type movie. And he played some insane
Nice.
person or whatever. But you can see Huck on the movie, though. It's pretty cool.
It's funny because Huck gives me that when I watch Huck, I get the old like 80s DJ vibe from him when he's
He's
doing
very
his stuff.
he's a cool dude. Like I said, if you know him in person and you know him in that movie, you can see why they casted him. The guy's name is like Duck Boy or Chicken Man or something like that. It's something weird. But he's the real official guy in the movie. So that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, did you guys pick up Tron Legacy? That dropped today on Amazon.
I did. I finally got it this afternoon. I put it. Yeah, I finally got it this afternoon. I got both steelbooks. I kept on checking a couple times a day because it was saying that it was out of stock, not available, and I finally seen it was available.
I don't know.
I think
if
we're
you've
supposed to get
seen-
slip editions of those. That's what I want
we
to
are.
get.
Yeah, they announced that today.
I haven't heard that that's official for the US. I know they're doing the slip editions over in the UK.
Yeah,
So you can definitely pick up the import.
And I'm gonna blow your mind here. I have never seen a Tron movie ever. Never seen a
You
Tron
know,
movie.
I didn't see Tron as a kid. I saw Tron Legacy first, and I was like, "This is awesome! I love this." So then I went back and watched the original one. Kind of to our earlier conversation of like, it was groundbreaking at the time, but watching it now, I could see how a younger person would be like, "Yeah, I don't know, this is kind of boring." But Tron Legacy, they really upped it. I'm really hopeful for Tron Ares. I'm not a Jared Leto fan, so I'm a little bit, I don't know, but
Well, I'm
gonna
gonna
go see
watch the two originals, then finally see the new one, and I'll bust my cherry on the Tron universe.
Yeah, I haven't seen any Tron movies either.
it's kind of like the Matrix,
Yeah,
of the 80s.
I will admit though, I mean, everybody that tells me about them, it seems like they have a lot of fans out there. A lot of people really like them. So one of these days, I'll put it on the list of the 10,000 movies I need to watch.
I'm just kind of surprised that they're doing a third one because Tron Legacy, as I recall, was not like a mega hit, and that was like 15 years ago.
2015, wasn't it? When that came
Yeah.
out? Yeah, I don't know. Scalder, what's up, buddy? FYI, I have a Mac and Me. I am now obsessed with making my own slip boxes. Oh, I have a Mac. I'm thinking Mac and Me. I have a Mac, and I am obsessed with making my own slip boxes now. I have almost 50 templates done. Just have to start printing some.
There you go.
I really want to get into it, man. I got about 15 of your blank boxes over there. I gotta get busy.
Huck's really good with that kind of stuff. You can watch his
man.
older videos. He knows what he's doing.
Template.
Yeah.
What I need to do is get him to print off my goddamn shit for me. I pay him money; he just sends them to me. And I think I could put it on the box if I get the fucking the printout right. Because I was excited the other day, man. I got it cut out; it looked good. I was getting ready to put it on the box. Oh, goddamn, this is too big. Fuck.
Yeah, I do. I have a how-to video, and I do recommend that before you even apply the sticker adhesive to the print, like check and make sure that it's sized.
I figured that out the hard way. Yeah, but
That's
I
so
had
funny
the
when it
video
comes
up
to
and I'm
that.
watching the step by step, and so I watched the adhesive sheet on. I put the adhesive sheet on. But your shit was right. My shit wasn't right. So, yeah, I should have checked that first.
When it comes to that custom stuff, man, the only thing I have on my resume is when I was younger collecting DVDs, I bought a movie on eBay that I didn't know was a bootleg. So it showed up and all it was just a disc. And I'm like, damn it. I'm like, I need I need a case for this. So I got an empty DVD case and I cut out a piece of paper and I drew a picture and and I wrote out the title and I put it in a case and there you
My
go.
mom put it on the refrigerator.
Yeah.
There you go.
Kindergarten art.
I still have that somewhere packed away. I should bust it out and put it somewhere in my collection.
I
The
mean,
mo- I, and I still remember the movie. The movie was No Retreat, No Surrender.
There you
Oh,
go.
I fucking love that movie, dude.
I know,
Love
me
that
too.
movie. Absolutely, Showbiz. Everybody go out. You guys are just jumping in. Y'all go subscribe to Showbiz. New channel. Go support him.
Hit all the buttons.
We'll do. Mark
Did you guys
Jones, what's
see the-
up?
What's up,
Come
Mark?
on, Mark. And you guys see the newest I Know What You Did Last Summer? I thought very mediocre. I've not seen it yet.
I haven't either.
I
did
haven't
watch
either,
the
and
original
I'm
3D
not
ready for it,
expecting
but I never
much out of
went
it.
to theaters to watch it.
And I just feel
I
like
felt bad about that one.
they're just trying to like. I feel like I Know What You Did Last Summer. While it's a good movie, I feel like they're always just trying to like one up Scream, and now Scream did the Legacy sequel, so now they're doing it, and I feel like they'll never get the reach Scream's level.
Y'all do the same thing when a movie's coming out in a franchise. Even though I've seen them 10 times, I go back and watch the entire fucking franchise. I'm watching the entire Conjuring universe right now to get ready for the new Conjuring movie.
Yep.
Well, you kind of have to, because nowadays with the legacy sequels, they love to, drop Easter eggs and member berries, and so if you're not fresh up on
Yep.
the franchise, it's gonna sail past you.
Yeah.
Good point.
So far,
Yeah.
I've watched the first Nun. It still sucks. I watched the second Nun. It still sucks. I watched Annabelle Creation. Still enjoy that one. Annabelle, I actually enjoyed a lot more this time. First time I seen Annabelle, I didn't like it. Enjoyed it much more. The Conjuring is still a fucking banger. I don't get scared too fucking often in movies. I'm pretty desensitized. The Conjuring still fucks with me. That's a fucking scary
That's
movie.
disturbing. That's a disturbing film. The first one, yeah.
I'm watching
would
it
get-
by myself a little while ago before I started the stream. Me and my two dogs are here. My dog stands in a dark hallway and stares down the hallway with his fucking tail poking up. What the fuck are you doing? Watching The Conjuring, don't do that shit.
Yeah.
You know?
I think
Like,
two's
I don't
pretty
get scared of
freaky
movies
too.
fucking often. Hereditary fuck with me a little bit, a lot. Conjuring still fucks with me. I've seen it 10 times. It's a good movie. Conjuring 2's great. Conjuring 3's ass. But I'm gonna get through it.
Well, they got the new one.
I think I'm the
coming
only
out.
person that liked The Conjuring 3 because to me it felt like more of a slasher type movie.
I need to
Yeah,
watch
it
it again. I
was-
watched
it
it the
was
one
really
time. I was let down. I'll watch it again. So
I liked it. I don't know. I think sometimes we carry, it's kind of like, Yoda, Luke asks in Empire, you're like, what's in the cave? And Yoda's like, only what you take with you. I think sometimes that we take too much into a theater for a movie. And then when it isn't what we thought it was
Yeah.
going to be, we have this like negative reaction to it.
yeah.
It's important. to
I'm
do the
very
second
simple.
watch.
I'm very easy to please. when it comes to
Conjuring 3, I
movies.
had the bar set real fucking high. I love 1 and 2. I was real excited for part 3. Because what's her name, Brad? The girl's name, I never remember her fucking name. Fiona,
Vera
whatever her
Farmiga.
fucking name is. She's got a fucking ton of gravy on her taters, dude. She's my woman. I might have her baby. She's my woman, dude. And so, yeah.
Let me
So-
translate that. That's Tallahassee for she's a very attractive and nice young lady.
If you want to know what I'm talking about,
Gotcha,
you
okay.
fucking Running Scared with fucking Paul Walker. Well, she plays Paul Walker's wife.
That would be
Yeah, go watch her in that. You see what I'm talking
very interesting if somebody did a 4K. You should be able to get that license pretty cheap. Running Scared. That's a really underrated, underseen
It's a
movie.
fucking great movie, dude.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
movie,
yeah.
The hockey scene, if you've ever seen it, the hockey scene, the neon hockey scene when he gets hit in the fucking forehead with a hockey puck. Ooh, it's hard to watch. Great movie.
Very underrated.
Yeah, very underrated. Blue versus 4K. If you're not sure which, check your library. They may have both. You can check out and test.
Always fly before you buy. And there's been times where I've watched the Blu-ray and been like, if this doesn't get a 4K, I'm fine. I'm going to try the 4K most likely if it comes out. This is this is
And
4K
this is
10
coming-
revival, not the
This is
1080.
coming from
revival.
experience.
But-
This is coming from experience. If you're trying to get on the Vinegar Syndrome train, when they come out with all these cool slip covers, get online, watch the fucking movie on Shudder, on Pluto, on Tubi. You can find the movie anywhere. Watch it before you buy it. Don't be fucking just starstruck by that slip cover. Most of the
Yeah,
time, the movie's
exactly.
pure ass juice.
Yeah.
And I bought many of those those movies, blind bought them, and got them home. Going, man, that slip's badass. I put the movie in, and it's like watching a fucking turd dancing.
They know what they're
Oh,
doing,
my
man.
God.
They get it's the movie. It's the rental store mentality.
Yep.
You used to go to the rental store and
Yeah.
see an awesome box, get it home, get all excited about it. It didn't work out a lot. Let's put it that way.
It's
When the
always
box
about the
really was-
presentation, man.
Yeah.
When I started watching
How
them on
gorgeous
streaming,
can you make it look?
I saved myself hundreds of dollars. Hundreds of dollars.
Well, the difference is obviously what you're doing is the right way, but when you rented something that sucked, you got to bring it back. You know,
Yeah.
you weren't into it. Like Vinegar Syndrome, the box is really cool. It looks really cool, and then you get it home and you're stuck with it. There's no Vinegar Syndrome. You may not know this. There's 0 returns accepted at Vinegar Syndrome. You can check their
Yeah,
returns off.
that's true. However, though, the thing about Vinegar Syndrome and a lot of other boutique titles is, you know, it almost feels like an investment sometimes because people obsess over those slips, and you know, you buy one for $35-40, and usually you can turn around and sell it for almost double. You know.
At least most of the time you're going to get your money back
Yeah.
Well,
at a minimum.
I minimized my collection here over the last year and sold quite a few of my old Vinegar Syndrome titles and made some profit. I just gave that profit to Mike, but I made some profit. I made some profit on those titles. Just kind of, I'm just the middleman.
Yeah.
Just kind of but yeah, I sold quite a few of my Vinegar Syndrome titles. They definitely hold their value. Let's just say that.
Yeah. So that's why I don't feel too bad, but I will admit though, like you said, Brad, like most of the time it's just shit because I think when I first started getting into Vinegar Syndrome and I was just going hardcore and needed everything, I got in a bidding war on eBay for Blood Hook, and I just needed that slip, and I think I ended up paying like $85 for it in the end. And oh my God, I haven't watched a lot of my Vinegar Syndromes, but that one is so god awful. I'm like, I cannot believe I paid $85 just for this slipcover.
Yeah, I used my Vinegar Syndrome points to buy the slip when they were doing that program, whatever. And then I went and bought the Plain Jane movie just to put in the slip. Finally watched it, sold it the next day.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I decide to let my Vinegar Syndromes go, and hopefully I'll make a ton of money back on them.
I'm gonna say you will.
It's your baseball card collection.
Yeah.
Right.
That's your baseball card collection. I'm telling
That's
you.
right.
Yeah. Did anyone buy the Tron and Legacy today? And which did you get the steelbooks?
Covered
Standard?
that. Yeah.
They got the slip on the standard, the steelbooks. For the first time Tron viewer, keep an eye out for the cameo from Pac-Man. Okay. I'll do that. And I'm a big Jeff Bridges fan. I don't know why I never watched it back in the day. Just never did.
Have you seen the they did a presentation on the restoration that they did for the first Tron film? It is jaw-dropping.
Really?
Amazing. So I am very excited to see that on 4K.
Maybe they'll put that on the disc itself as a special feature.
Yeah, well.
One can hope.
Everybody says Tron Legacy was good. Hope Disney won't screw it up. Fingers crossed. The third one, I mean, God help me learn to type. Amen. Falcon says, I grew up watching them and playing many of their games. Now, I did play the Tron video game back in the day. I sucked at it, but it was always fun. It's fun, but I'm not a huge fan today of them. It's more nostalgia. Yeah, I do remember the Tron game back in the 80s was a lot of fun.
There is a arcade bar maybe like 30 minutes from my house, and every now and then the wife and I, we go on date night, we'll go to dinner, and then we'll go to the arcade bar, and they have the Tron arcade game there.
Yeah, I put that in the same category as fucking Dragon's Lair. Dragon's Lair was badass, but I put a quarter in, 30 seconds, I'm done. Like, boom, 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 but it was just cool to see back in the day. It was cutting edge when it came out. Dragon's Lair. What's going on, Magic Hands?
What's up?
Good to see you. Nick B. Well, we get a tutorial for iMac Blockbuster box sets. I know you use Windows.
Not from me, but I know Brian from Last Movie Standing. I've been talking with him, and he's working on something.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be all over that. Daniel says, have you guys listened to Vera's band, The Yagas? I haven't. I didn't know she had a band.
The only band I listen to is The Theory. And that's only on Tommy Star's vlog videos with Craig.
I got to do more. I got to do more band videos. I meant to the night where I the video that you saw of Dodger. I filmed a whole bunch of songs from that show, and I was going to post a video, and I think some of the guys in the band had a bad night, had an off night, so it didn't sound that good. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not posting this.
You're talking about my wife's in love with your son, by the way. You posted that video on Facebook of it, like it's his first day of school. We're sitting in the same fucking room. I fucking text her the picture that I seen on Facebook of your son, and she's like, "Oh, he's so cute." So she loves your son.
Nice.
Awesome, dude. The Rogue Waffles, what's going on, man?
Oh, Mike.
Nick B says, do y'all still pick up cool VHS titles when you run across them in the wild?
I do.
don't really. I got Armageddon on VHS because I'm a freak. I've had a couple sent to me from viewers, but I don't really buy any VHS.
It depends. Like if I see a good horror title or something, I'll pick it up. But I've been getting more into them lately. Like I found a really good deal on all the original Friday the 13th ones that came with a custom remake to complete the collection. I think I paid like $100 for all of them, and that was a pretty good deal.
I paid $300 for a TCM VHS that's in that chainsaw.
Mint, baby.
Yeah, mint, baby.
I do not collect tapes.
The only VHSs that I have is the original Star Wars trilogy, and I just keep that for nostalgia. I don't even have a VCR anymore.
Man, I had a fucking huge VHS collection back in the late 90s, and whenever DVD came out, I bought my first DVD, which was Scream. And I said, this is fucking next level. So a buddy of mine bought all my VHSs. He walked out of my apartment with like 2 garbage bags of fucking VHS tapes.
Wow.
And I think I used that money and bought like 5 DVDs.
Wow.
But you wish you could go back, because like who would have thought that one day they would, like, I mean, not all of them, but like there are a lot of gems out there that are worth a lot for VHS tapes, and I had a lot of them. It's like, God, if only I would have known back then what I know now, man, I would have kept them all.
Absolutely. It's like all my Star Wars toys back in the day. I'd be retired right now. That everything. Showbiz says, I almost bought Ice Station Zebra but after I saw it on Tubi, I realized it wouldn't be for me. Amen, Alan. Try before you buy it. Yes, that's with Vinegar Syndrome. You got to. Don't be mesmerized by the slipcovers, because they put perfect on a pig on a lot of those.
Well, listen, if 4K is coming out, revisit your Blu-ray first. Revisit your Blu-ray, and you might go, this Blu-ray looks great. I'm not spending $40 on this thing. I might get into this. It might take off some of that. It might take off some of that FOMO if you just realize that your Blu-ray is pretty goddamn good, and you can hold out for a while. It might hold you over until a sale.
My biggest thing is ask yourself, when was the last time I watched this movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely need to tell myself that. Oh my God. I don't watch shit. It's just, I mean, I am really busy. I have a lot going on, but it's like, I spend so much money on physical media, but I never watch anything because I'm an idiot.
I'm going to use this here as a segue, guys. The slipcover for Kino Lorber, The Good, Bad, and the Ugly movie used to go as high as $400, but not sure nowadays. I've been around for a while, Mike.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And now I'm not going to lie. This is not the original Good, Bad, and the Ugly slip. This is one I had made. This is a fake slip. It looks real, but it's a fake slip. It ain't worth $400. These are original slips.
Nice. I was not fortunate enough. I didn't. All of mine are no slip cover. They're all naked. They're all naked.
What really fucks me about that, and don't get me wrong, I'm keeping that box. But I'm a huge Clint Eastwood fan, if you can't fucking tell. But now they put out these bad motherfuckers, and
so, hey, I did want to tell you, Alan, if you're not aware, if you buy my blank 4 slip box size box set, it fits those 3.
Really?
Yep.
Well, you realize it's going to be a blank box until I figure out how to fucking make this.
I got the template you can pick up. I got the video.
I'll definitely that might be the first thing I try to make again. That's good advice.
Well,
but yeah, man, this right here, this was a day one. Me being a fucking Clint Eastwood fan, when I seen that bitch right there, I'm sitting there shaking, trying to hit the fucking button, trying to buy it. Badass.
Not too many. I didn't make too many of those. Those were Very, very limited.
I think it was this, and I think it was your Chucky box was the first one I bought back in the day.
Nice.
That's
I
why
know
I should have grabbed that.
I know you got the Godfather one.
I got the Godfather one too. Yeah, I got the Godfather one too.
Well, let's we'll continue with the chat here in a little bit, but there. So I'm now a customer of Blockbuster box sets. I'm not a box set guy. Big, that's weird because I just bought from Blockbuster box sets. I'm a standard edition guy. I'm a little bit of a minimalist. Like you can see this background. I don't hang shit on the walls, whatever. But I got this in from Mike. Came in this big ass box, well packed. And this is what I end up getting from him. These. And what do you do with these? I'll show you. So Huck, I'm sure, is really into this. Arrow does this thing now where a lot of their 4Ks are just single disc releases. There's no Blu-ray, there's no DVD, whatever. If you've got old releases, like for instance, this came out from Arrow Video, old basket case Blu-ray. Rather than selling the Blu-ray, of course I bought the 4K. This does not come with a Blu-ray. So what I decided to do, instead of trying to sell this off for $8 on fucking eBay, I pulled it out. I bought one of these cases from Mike. And what it is a clear, no logo case. It doesn't say 4K or Blu-ray. So even if you have a DVD, it'll fit. Each one of these will fit. They'll fit 4 different discs in it. So instead of getting rid of that Blu-ray, I just stuck it in here. Here's my Blu-ray. It's got my booklet and everything. And there's the 4K. So again, it'll hold 4 discs. And that's what I end up picking up.
If you had the DVD, it would fit there too.
Yeah, the DVD would fit there. I did the same thing.
Or special features disc or whatever.
With this release from Arrow Video. I was not very happy with the 4K release, but I'd already gotten rid of my Scream Factory set. So now it's like, what the fuck am I going to do? I'm never going to watch this 4K again, but I'm also like, I need a disc. So I'm going to order a disc. Where am I going to fucking put it? Because this only comes with a single disc. There's no spot for a second one. So again, this came in handy with Mike. And there's the 4K that I'll never get watch, a coaster, and the actual disc right here. So stuff like this is the kind of thing you might find on.
You still got the features on that disc,
Yeah.
Yeah, I could watch the bonus features in 4K, or I could just watch the Blu-ray. But another thing with these cases that I find is they're uniform with Arrow cases, not just in size and everything, but color too. So instead of having some black ones and some clear ones, you can have all clear ones. I know a lot of people are OCD; they worry about that kind of stuff, but I'm real happy with this, and I really like the touch where it's not branded. It doesn't say 4K or Blu-ray. So if you got the DVD, whatever, it can all go in here, and you can combine your releases and save some space if you're into that.
Nice. Good idea.
So, like I said, they're very handy to have, and
those fit good in the slip box too, by the way.
if you want to put them in a slip box together, you can do that.
It's nice to have the Blu-ray because, there's been times where most of the time I won't care if I just have a 4K, but I'll go to a hotel or something and, they don't have 4K TVs usually. And so I'll bring I'll have to bring my Blu-ray player. And there's been times that I wanted to bring certain movies and I realized, oh my God, I don't even have the Blu-ray anymore. This only has 4K in it. So it's nice to at least have an option to watch Blu-ray if that's all you can do,
Yeah, and like you were saying earlier, sometimes a lot of the newer releases, they're not putting special features on it. So you want those special features, it's on the Blu-ray or on the DVD. So this is great to just be able to put it all under one roof, and it saves you space. So now you don't have duplicates sitting on your shelf taking up space.
Yep.
Yeah. And they do fit right in an Arrow slip. So they're exactly Arrow sized cases. So
the 14 millimeters. Is that what it is?
Yeah, they're 14 millimeter.
Yep. And I think
That's a good idea.
By the way, paid for them. Mike did not give them to the channel. He didn't support me. He's not a Patreon member of mine. He's not on my OnlyFans. But I paid, I think $40. I think it was $40 for 10 of those, which I thought was a very fair price. Shipped, packed really well. I got no complaints.
Yeah, I haven't bought any of those yet, but me and Brad switched a movie earlier, and he sent me 2 of those cases. So I'm definitely gonna be buying some. So I got 2 of those.
They're handy to have around, and for anybody, like I say, if you got an old Blu-ray and an old DVD, do you really? A lot of people do not have the time for eBay or the patience, and they're going to end up donating it or throwing it away. Pull your discs out, put them in something like that, and you have them as extras. 4K is really delicate. 10 years from now, if your 4K disc scratches and you can't use it, at least you got the Blu-ray or whatever.
Yeah,
you know, it kind of future proofs your collection a little bit.
I can't prove it, but I've never seen what do they call it? Off-gassing or out-gassing on a clear case. I've only ever seen it on the black cases.
Yeah.
So,
well, you know, the black case is going to have more oil in it, obviously, more petroleum to make, you know, so there's got to be something to that. I would guess.
yeah. So I did the clear for several reasons, but that was one of them. Is I've noticed increasingly a lot of the 4K black cases that we get, even the ones that I would buy, you know, in bulk, all you open them up and they already had that like film looking, you know, to them. And I don't know about anybody else. I ain't got time to sit there and clean out plastic cases.
But I don't
have time to watch a damn movie, let alone clean it.
Rather clean my gun or something, you know?
Yeah. But I was looking for trays. I was looking for the flapper tray to go in there. And I think I talked to Mike about it. He's like, well, I sell the whole case. And I went and looked. And I was like, oh, that's perfect. I'm going to get that. And some of these, it's like, I might be tempted if I saw a real cheap Blu-ray of, for instance, this movie. This only came with one disc. I might be tempted to just go ahead and pick up a $1 Blu-ray just to have as a spare to put in with this.
You know,
that
the other
movie held up, by the way, is in contention as my release of the year, by the way.
It's pretty good release, man. A lot of great features, 4 commentaries.
What, the Texas Chainsaw?
The last thing I'll say about it. Oh, go ahead, Tommy.
I was just saying the Texas Chainsaw you're talking about, Brad.
Yeah, this one, the 03 4K. Artwork pretty lame. Pretty mailed in that artwork, but other than that, I'm a pretty big fan. Pretty happy with it.
Good.
The last thing I was going to say about the clear cases is with the flapper doors, it comes with one, so you can hold the 4 discs. But if you buy a couple of them and you only have like one case that only needs 2 discs, save your flapper door and you can actually put another one in the case so you can hold up to 6 discs. Wow. So like if you have like TV series that you're trying to combine, yeah.
How about saving space?
Yep.
Yeah. I was close, Huck. He played Chicken Boy. I don't know if I said chicken ass, chicken, whatever I said, but he's Chicken Boy.
I got to check that out.
Yeah.
I got to check that out.
I'm not sure if it's on YouTube or not, whatever. Let us know, Huck. But yeah, I've seen it somehow. I think it was YouTube. Maybe it was on Tubi or something.
Huck doesn't have like a stack of DVDs he could just send out as some merch.
I need to find
DVDs.
Yeah. Just read the film description on Wiki. Sounds very 90s. Yeah, I don't think it's going to win any Academy Awards, but you know, need something.
Buddy of mine, he was traveling and he turned out to he was walking around and that's when they were filming U.S. Marshals, and him and his other buddy are like 2 FBI agents walking away at the end of the film. You know, it's just like dumb luck that he just happened to be around, and they were like, "Hey, you want to be an extra in a film?" And they're like, "Sure, why not?" So,
Tommy, wasn't you in a movie as a kid? The Cure or something like that?
Yeah, The Cure.
Was you ride like on a bicycle or something?
It was. It's funny because like I just happened to get lucky because, you know, we're just all walking around in the background like, you know, like they told us to, and I just happened to get lucky and end up being one of the kids that literally ride right past the camera on my bike. So like when you pause it, like I'm just right there, like I'm just right up in front of the camera. Like if you don't pause it, it's just like phew, it goes, you know, really fast. But when you pause it, I'm just like, oh my god, there I am. But that was fun.
I'm having visions of you like Pee Wee Herman and Pee Wee's Big Adventure at the
end. Can hear that music playing, you know.
All right, B, let's give Last Movie Standing time to get over his poor dining experience, and they'll probably have one sometime. Dan says, "I like the music is very atmospheric, kind of Don't use these big words for me. Kind of
Goth, synth wave, new wave.
Yeah, there you go. I bet that's going way too long. Sis says, if you're interested in VHS, check out 80s Made. He talks about VHS, Laserdisc, etc.
He's
I do have
moving
one
right
Laserdisc.
now.
I've never owned a Laserdisc player, but I do have a Laserdisc of Armageddon now that will just sit there on my shelf.
Well, of course you do.
For anybody in the chat, don't use big words. Alan's been drinking. Only one eye's working right now.
Yeah, my fucking son came over last night and he left these in the refrigerator. I got fucking natty daddies. That's a lot of tall boys. This tastes like ass. But that's all I have. So why'd you buy these? He said he was on a budget. my son's 30, by the way. He's not like 17. He's like 30 years old, so it's legal. I kept all my VHS collection. A lot are still brand new and sealed. Yeah,
Wow.
dude, talk about a collection. Go check out Basement Blues if you ain't seen his
You're
videos.
not subscribed to Tony over Basement Blues.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell you're doing.
He's got a museum. He ain't got a collection. He's got a fucking museum. Ben says, I worked at Blockbuster when they switched from VHS to DVD. They told us to throw the tapes away, but we ended up taking boxes of tapes home. Yeah, that would have been
Right
all
on,
about that.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, I worked at a video store called Chicken Fried Video. We had a video. We had a picture of Foghorn Leghorn on the fucking sign. They had like 100 tapes in the fucking video store. But I got to take a movie home free every night and free fried chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
That's kind of how I got my start. Like my dad used to used to be a manager at this gas station way back in the early 90s, and they rented videotapes there. And then one day the owner just decided they didn't want to do them anymore, and he just gave them all to my dad, and my dad just brought them all home, and a lot of horror movies and stuff. And I was only like 7 at the time, but that's he brought home this huge VHS collection. I just, as a kid, just started watching them like crazy, and Friday the 13th films, and I think like part 7 and part 8 were like the newest releases at the time for Friday the 13th, and I just started watching everything he brought home, and that's kind of where I got my start.
Nice.
Back in the good old days.
Yeah.
I have boxes full at my parents' house. I wish I'd have kept mine, man. I really do.
Me too.
And Tony says that would be nice to go through, Ben. I have all 3 Ken Lorber original slits, but man, now that I have the arrows, it's making me think about the $400. Yeah, that's my thing. It's like,
if I could get that, I would sell them for it and go with
over the box set. I definitely would sell these, but I can't get rid of that box set, so I'm just gonna have both of them on the fucking shelf. It'll be all right. It's Clint Eastwood. I can get away with that. Sis says, I remember working at Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, and Bookman's and doing VHS repairs.
Man, there was nothing more devastating when the VCR started eating your tape, man.
I know.
Good time, bro.
I still have my old VHS tapes, but I do not buy more. I don't need to own my favorite films in shittiest quality possible.
Yeah, then just like
I see people on these videos on YouTube just critiquing the quality of this transfer. I'm just glad I don't have tracking problems.
Yeah.
I ain't got to adjust the tracking on none of these fucking 4Ks. So I don't know.
I have to admit though, like we get all these brand new editions in 4K and everything, and while it's awesome, every now and then I go back and I throw on a VHS, and it's just fun to just experience shit back when it was shitty quality.
Yeah,
I think it's more about the taking you back to that time. It's more about the experience than you're actually like wanting to actually see it in that resolution. It's just more of taking you back down memory lane and what it felt like to be, when it came out.
Yeah,
a very powerful drug.
Some of it would have its charms too, like Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer on a VHS tape would look kind of weird. It would kind of look like grimy enough. I think that it might even help it. Like I think we've gone so far with the 4K stuff that there might be retro cuts, retro scans. Like that might happen. Like with a Texas Chainsaw Massacre, they might do a VHS scan, for people.
Yeah, like so a movie did that once. It was a Scream Factory movie. Maybe more have done it, but it was that one movie. It was called the hell was it? Fender Bender. You ever seen that?
No.
It's just a low budget. Yeah, it's just a low budget little slasher, and it was fun. But there's a feature on there where you can watch a VHS version of the movie, and it's got like the bad tracking and stuff, and it's kind of cool in a way to go back and like watch a movie that is purposely cut to look like a VHS. It's just interesting.
I bet a lot of people would get into that if they did that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right, so those clear cases are a big draw. I'm just waiting until after I finish a move across country at the end of the month before I start ordering them to do similar.
Cool.
Yep. Stop waving that basket.
I've been trying to pick up the alternate slip edition of Basket Case because like the like most of the time the 4K is the same damn cover as the Blu-ray, but I think it was you, Brad, that told me about that alternate slip, and it's not super expensive, but
it's not bad on eBay for it being gone like it is, and there's only
yeah.
Yeah, with the clear case, you could possibly have the little more swing, as like you were saying.
Yep.
And that's a good thing for those TV seasons. Because a lot of times I want to get a TV season, but those big fucking shitty packaging they put it in.
Yeah.
The discs just fall out everywhere. Like I bought the Jeffersons, the Jeffersons complete series. You open it up, and discs just fucking go everywhere when you open it up.
What is it? Those old DVD cases like Roseanne, like they all, they all come in like these stacked like little paper sleeves, and you just stick them in the thing, and that's annoying as shit.
Says clear cases. You buy one of those massive complete series collections sets for a TV show, Star Trek, Supernatural. You can break them down and make it nicer, no doubt, man.
Yeah.
Saving goddamn foot of shelf space.
Hey, what's up, Holland?
Holland, what's up, man? It ain't an official stream. Holland shows up. Falcon says, and the prices per case is like a third or more less than price than retail prices. Those cases can go for 13 or more each.
See if you can find those trays just anywhere. Just see if you can do that. That's why.
See if you can find them without fucking Blu-ray logo or 4K logo on them.
Yeah.
I had to have a mold made for that. Believe me, I looked all over God's creation to find 14 millimeter clear case, no logo. Does not exist. Cannot buy it anywhere that I was able to find. I actually had to pay a mold fee because it's injection, it's the injection molding. I had to pay that mold fee to have that created. They have them in like 12.5 millimeter. They have them in 17 millimeter. Nobody had that shit in 14 millimeter.
Yeah, and like I say, the trays alone, just the flapper tray, I'm just talking about that, is not available for retail purchase anywhere. Now you can get some from overseas on eBay, and you're going to spend an arm and a leg. And that's where I ended up with it was cheaper to buy the whole fucking case with the tray than just get one fucking flapper tray from over in the UK.
That's
by
crazy.
Like a factor of 4, but less, 4 times less.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, this is a no-brainer for me. It's exactly what I wanted for some of these releases.
Tony says, I dislike those chunky clear cases for those TV shows. Yeah.
They're brittle.
Not a fan. Reshape the cast list for Hux, Steel Frontier, Robert O'Reilly, the big guy Klingon from Star Trek was also in it. I was talking about Hux movie. My apologies. I will use high school approved vocab from now on.
We're pretty lowbrow over here.
Much appreciated. Carlos, what's going on, man? Hello, guys. The interview collect Laserdisc. Man, I missed the Laserdisc train back in the day. I never owned a Laserdisc player. I have one Laserdisc, and it's just for display.
I wasn't of age. I wasn't of age to have that kind of money.
Yeah, I went straight from VHS to DVD. I never got a Laserdisc. Don't know why. He says, I wonder if that new Naked Gun movie is any good. I like the OG ones. I've heard nothing but good things about the new one.
I saw it. I saw it in the theater. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. The only thing I would say is I felt like they played out the coffee joke one too many times, but there is a joke in there. I cannot believe they actually said. Can't believe it made the cut. And when you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it was hilarious.
That's a great sign.
So what?
Yeah. That's a great sign. Maybe comedy's actually coming back. You can actually
It was kind of like in the Steve Martin in The Jerk. There's some scenes where he drops the N-word. And it's a joke. It it was on that level to
Yeah.
me. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe they actually said that. So
Wow.
I
That's
enjoyed it. It was good.
I
put on
haven't seen
Blazing
it,
Saddles
but
with my son last night. My son never seen Blazing Saddles. I said, we were talking about shit nowadays back in the day. I threw on Blazing Saddles and said, watch 10 minutes of this. He was like, what the fuck?
yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna run out.
I thought the
we're gonna hit the button
OJ
here.
Simpson reference was funny in the trailer. The picture of
OJ,
OJ,
Yeah, I
whatever he was.
knew it. I knew he was a DJ.
OJ was hilarious in the Naked Gun movies.
Oh, yeah.
I know he was.
That was the only thing I was disappointed in the new one is they didn't really the only reference to the OJ thing is in the trailer when they're all
Yeah.
like kneeling in front of everybody. Hey dad, it's me. Blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
I wish they would have had more jokes of that because I thought
Yeah.
that was it's been a good number of years. It's not a too soon kind of moment.
No.
Sure,
Yeah,
you
Loaded
guys
Weapon
did-
1. There was only one scene of Loaded Weapon 1 that I remember, and that's when some dude said, "Am I going to make it?" or some shit, and the guy said, "Oh, you're going to be fine." Again, Samuel Jackson gives him the thumbs up that they throw him in the fucking meat wagon. One thing I remember that fucking movie. I seen it in theaters. I ain't seen it since. It's been a hell of a night, boys, but gotta go take my shower. Thanks for a fun stream and a big thank you, Alan. Yeah, man. I will definitely check
Thank
out your
you.
videos. Just keep it
Thanks
going.
for hanging with us.
They could go with Straight Hilarious. Go see it. I'm definitely gonna check it out, man.
I love the original. I hope we get 2 and 3 on 4K because I love part 3. I think part 3 is funny.
33 and a third.
33 and a third. Yeah.
Yeah. I really
Yeah.
hope we get back into the comedies again. You know, the fucking, the 40-year-old versions, the political correct should just kill comedies. I want some more good comedies.
Scream 6 is due out next year.
I know.
Or not Scream 6.
What is
Scary
it?
Movie?
What
6.
is?
Scary movie.
Scary movie sucks.
Scary
And I
Movie
think
6.
the Wayans brothers
yeah.
have control of it again. They're coming back for it.
I'm curious of
Yep.
how politically correct they're actually going to be. I'm wondering if it's going to be dumbed down
know.
from the old ones.
Who knows?
My favorite Leslie Nielsen movie, though, hardly anybody's ever seen it, but it goes by 3 different names. It's The Creature Wasn't Nice, also known as Spaceship, also known as Naked Space.
I've heard you
Never
talk
heard of
about that before. I never heard of those movies. Never heard of those.
It's so cheap of a production, but it's absolutely hilarious. It's one of those movies you either think it's one of the greatest comedies ever made, or you think it's the dumbest shit you've ever seen. There's no in between.
I
Well, I can tell you right now, I'll probably say it's the greatest because I love that shit. What year is it from?
It's 80s. You can see it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Might be the worst cover ever.
Well, guys, we're going about 90 minutes. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna cut it off here. Make sure you guys hit all the buttons on the way out. Appreciate Mike for coming on. Make sure you check him out over Blockbuster Box
Yeah.
Set.
Yeah, Mike,
He's
appreciate
got a
you.
YouTube channel. He does live streams on Wednesdays and recorded videos where he talks about the industry and costs and all that stuff. And make sure you hit Tommy up and Alan and everybody and hit all the buttons. That's just it. Hit all the buttons, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Thanks,
Have a
everybody.
great weekend.
Thank you.
See y'all.